And we are live. Yep. Did you... Let's see. It should have a check mark now.
Click that now, and we are live.
There we go. Want to do the
Hello
intro?
guys, welcome to the stream. Yep, sure. I was very on it before you asked. Hello guys, welcome to tonight's stream of MEA's Nascar Series. Today will be the final round. We are closing it out on Homestead Speedway circuit for, I believe, the third time. And it's going to be quite an exciting race to watch. We've got drivers like AOR Andrew, Twisted, we've got PPS Lucky, you know, all these different names are promising drivers. I reckon that probably one day make it into A lobby, hopefully, seeing how well they're progressing since the very first race until now. Now that they're familiar with a lot of the tracks, I reckon they'll be doing all right for themselves.
Yeah, I definitely can see a few of these making it up into A lobby in next season and really showing a name for themselves.
Yep. Who do you think you're going to be starting out spectating in this lobby today? I know I've got my eyes on Twisted for the start. Who are you going to start off with?
I don't know. Lucky's got the pace to definitely be up in the top guys. Probably watch him for a little while. See how he can get his starts figured out.
It's fair enough, mate. I think that's a pretty good call. I've seen PPS Lucky and how he's performing lately, and he has been up to speed. He has definitely got the pace, the consistency, and the skill, and not just that, the racecraft. He's got really good racecraft.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the cleanest drivers I know on Forza, and that doesn't always happen a lot.
Oh yeah, no, especially in like big league racing when you've got all the others like coming crashing down on you, who've a bit more pace than you maybe, who knows.
Yeah, he always tries to keep it pretty clean around everyone. But that's what it really takes, is being fast and clean. You don't want to get any altercations during this oval racing.
With oval racing, it is a bit harder than it looks. Honestly, when I first looked at NASCAR, I just thought, people driving in circles, just let off the throttle a little and, you know, getting to the groove of banking. It takes a lot more than that. It's the decision making, the drafting, the people's strategy when they pit. It takes a lot to think of to actually win the race. And you just got to make the right call at the right time in some instances. I've seen people win purely due to, you know, pit strategies. Forgot to spectate, so I'm going to have to wait for the race to start.
Let's see. Who we're gonna
Oh dear. Hold up for a second, sorry about this. I apologise to all the viewers. I'm having a bit of technical difficulty. Okay.
Well, hopefully we didn't just get
No, I can spectate. No, no, I can spectate. Right.
Okay. Well,
We're
it looks
now
like
watching. Well, I'm on board with Mayhem apparently. We're just getting to game camera. Right, sorry. You go ahead.
I wonder what's going on with Lucky. He's currently not moving, and he's let's see if we can get in a game camera, see what's going on. Oh, now he's moving. Must have started late or something.
I am not entirely sure what just happened. I think they all just bunched up, then slowed down, and then didn't even move for like 2 seconds. And yeah, no, Lucky's now going to claim his position back that he rightfully earned.
Yeah, I know sometimes you
you
load in funny because the Forza doesn't give you that countdown.
The black screen of death.
Yep.
Yeah, the black screen of death.
At least he was able to get in and he didn't lag out.
Yeah, at least he didn't lag out.
Let's go into the replay cameras. Gives you a pretty good look at the whole field at the same time.
Yeah.
That's another thing. You get
Hey, wait.
all these players in a very small area in the ovals, and
oh, we are green, green, green. We are away for the first lap of this 117 lap race. As we watch PPS Lucky, who I'm on board with, and I think you are also watching PPS Lucky FNG.
that is correct. We are on Lucky at the moment.
We're on board with Lucky, yeah. And F1 Ben takes the outside of PPS Lucky, which is... oh, wait, did he slow down a bit too early, do you reckon?
Yeah, I think he just didn't want to push that too wide this early in the race and figured he'd live another day.
Oh yeah, F1 Ben's definitely giving it a go as he goes on the inside of Neko, makes a little bit of contact, Neko almost into the wall. You know, when you're driving at these sort of speeds and you get nudged, the closer you get to that wall, the more you're going to have to drop your speeds. And I think that's what's just happened with Neko, because he's just dropped down 2 positions as a result.
Yeah, as soon as you go and touch the wall at all, you lose 5-10 miles an hour.
You could potentially drop even more than that if you spend more time grinding on the wall. Like, oh, here we go, Neko and Ben both into the wall. Jesus,
and we got that.
What had even happened? Like, I literally, all I saw was, I think it's Neko just go a little bit too deep and caught someone. I can't remember who he caught onto, but I will check in just a second. It was F1 Ben, sorry, yeah. Neko and F1 Ben caught into a collision. Really unfortunate. Really unfortunate.
Yeah, that's the thing with this oval racing. You go in and you're only a couple inches away from each other going 200 miles an hour. It gets a little squirrely sometimes.
Yeah, it does. And we now have a safety car out, leading them around.
Yep, Woody went in for an early pit. Let's see how that works out for his pit strategy.
Well, I mean, there wouldn't be a pit strategy if you are in a caution this early within the race. Like, I've never seen someone pit on the first lap and win in a race.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe not gonna lie, I've also seen people who have come very, very close to winning a race on their first pit stop on the first lap. So it's not a bad strategy, but I don't think it's worth the amount of time you're going to waste.
Yeah,
I like to think of these rules when... oh, sorry.
No, what were you saying?
I like to think of these rules where if someone gets a caution, you just take a dive in the pits in case you are running low on fuel. I think it's very, very helpful. Very helpful. However, if you are very damaged, well, the grid would have lost you by then. There's no hope of catching back up, and we are back under green flag. And this time it's PBS Lucky on the outside of Tiny. And, oh, here we go, a little bit of contact from Chevy Boys, comes right close to Lucky. Surprisingly didn't take him out, but, you know, they are... ooh. Did PBS Lucky just get an outside overtake on Logistic and get the overtake on Tiny? He had that temporarily. Tiny's now just, like, the tiniest smidge away from Logistic's bumper. That was quite entertaining to watch, actually. Looked a little bit scary as well. Looks as if Tiny was going to take him out. But Tiny actually got a really decent outside overtake on no, he just got an outside overtake on Logistic. And, oh, PPS Lucky actually got an outside overtake on soft reflex. Really good driving from PPS Lucky. And also well timed as well, I've got to admit. Really well timed.
Yeah,
anyway,
he's definitely showing that he's got the pace.
Well, oh, he's definitely showing it. I reckon Andrew might have a challenge tonight. You know, a fight for the lead. But now I am going to move along more towards the mid-pack with Chevy Boy. I'm jumping on board with Chevy Boy. From what I see here, it's just a bunch of cars herded up like sheep, throwing themselves into the corner, and there's a battle between Twisted and Neko for 9th position. Well, yeah, they're buckling up and hoping for the best, obviously, but... I mean, if you didn't buckle up and hope for the best, you'd probably expect the worst.
Exactly.
Well, That or your safety equipment's a bit defunct, but who can complain, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I believe Naoko actually got the overtake on Twisted for the 9th position. So we're looking good already. We're going to the 10th lap now, or actually lap 9, but I like to just go off by what I see on the leaderboard, I guess.
Checkerboard? Maybe?
Checkerboards. What's the difference? I just call it the leaderboards. You can see who's first place right now, and I believe that's still Andrew. Correct.
Yep.
But Lucky is about 150 feet from him. And it seems that Chevy Boy nearly got knocked into a wall by Naoko, because Naoko made a really desperate attempt to get on the insides to knock. I mean, I know the knock was probably unintentional, but he's got to be a bit careful, because if you slide off the banking then come back up, you're going to knock someone, and that could really ruin their race. But ACR Naoko now safely taking up 8th place. Good job for him. Pretty good job on the overtake. Through the inside of banking as well, which is a pretty common place for overtaking. But it is nice to watch the outside overtakes when they do come along.
Yeah, this is one of those tracks you can run that outside line.
Oh, you definitely can. As we have seen in PPS Lucky's case, where he perfectly demonstrated outside overtakes. I think he's doing pretty well for himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not like Daytona.
In this case. Yeah. Well, Daytona's another story, isn't it? Because like, it's a completely different track. It's a bit longer, so it gets longer lap times, but you know, you get more top-end speed out of it. This is one of those tracks where technicality isn't always the answer. I think sometimes, I think that, yeah. No, everyone's still in. It's just PPS Lucky. I think might have buffers a little when we've been spectating them. Could be our internet because we're both looking at the same person, but hopefully that won't last too.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll ride along with Woody for a little while. Oh wait, never mind. We got a 3-way for 2nd place almost.
What is it, a 3-way drag race?
Pretty close to it. They're
oh, no.
bumper to bumper.
Yeah. They are definitely bumper to bumper. You're on about with PPS Lucky, Logistic and Sloth Reflex, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Well, they are sort of bumper to bumper, but
AFR
Logistic gets a better run on PPS Lucky, and he had actually timed it really well, because now he can take the inside and secure 2nd place, which he has just done right now. But he makes a mistake and loses too much of his momentum, and our PPS Lucky just squeezes his position back into 2nd. Quite a close call, but no cigar. Unlucky Logistic. But saying that, he might actually make a really good run down the start-finish straight.
Oh, he's looking all
quiet. He is definitely looking. Andrew has the best lap of 30.539. A really good time to be running on a track like this, I'll tell you that. Even if he's in B lobby, it doesn't matter. You can still set some really smashing lap times. And Andrew's just nailing his consistency and speed. Really good driving from him.
Yeah, that's one thing that I've noticed with B and A lobby. They all are pretty close on their times. There's not much off from high to low. There's
not much of a difference between 1st place and last place. I mean, if you think about the qualifying times as an example, most of the drivers within a category are very much bunched up with times, and that keeps the racing intense. You know.
Oh no, we're
just seeing go on.
Who was that?
I think that was Logistic. I believe he went on the inside and bumped Lucky. Nothing too harmful, but that could have lost him some time.
Yeah, it almost looked like somebody spun out. Because Sloth is way back. Sloth
you think it's Sloth?
Yeah.
It might have been Sloth. Twisted, where's Twisted guy? He's on the grass just rolling forward.
I think Twisted and Sloth got together because Sloth's front end is all smashed up right now. Something happened there.
Oh, something definitely did happen, but I'm not entirely sure what is going on. I mean, now we're just watching Twisted drive along the grass. He's now come to a dead stop. The caution hit. Yeah, the caution is out. Caution is definitely out. We might need to investigate that accident, though. If someone could actually save replay, maybe they could look into it. I mean,
yeah, I wonder if that's what Twisted's doing.
We were supposed to watch that sort of thing happen and commentate it. My bad.
Oh, I didn't even. I was on.
Don't worry, though. We can miss a little bit of action.
And I couldn't even get it. Oh, and Twisted just lagged out. So we got 2 lag outs.
Was he lagged out?
That or he quit. I don't know. He is not in the race anymore. And MNR Teeny is another one that lagged out. So we got 2 DNFs.
See, I did think about Teeny, or Tiny. I can't really remember how his name's pronounced, but yeah, he just disappears. He's like you know, the average street magician. He's there, then he's gone. Probably with your wallet as well, but
mind blown.
Nah, you couldn't be mind blown, mate. He's took your wallet. I think he'd be fuming. Anyway,
yeah,
we are getting ready for the green flag once more. I've just contacted Twisted to see what has happened. Ah, his console glitched. Okay, so just to clarify, Twisted, his console has glitched. Therefore, I believe we are under a red flag.
Red flag. Huh. Yeah, we are under red.
We are on red flag. This is very unusual.
Yeah, we don't see that very often. Checking out Mayhem's pace car. Looking a little banged up himself. Missing a light and everything.
Well, seems like we're going to have to sit back, relax, and brew a cup of tea. I was going to say cup of brew of tea, but that wouldn't make sense. Back to like, just sit back, relax, and then say it again. You know, we don't go off a script here. This is B lobby, and later on in A lobby, it's going to be unscripted. You know.
Never know what's going to happen in A lobby.
Oh, I mean, we could be looking forward to some more racing.
Let's see.
I have just been confirmed that Twisted is now indeed officially out of a race. He said he couldn't do anything about it, and that is really, really bad luck. I do feel sorry for him, as this is the last round as well, and his console just glitched out. Just simply glitched out. Oh, the party crashed. Oh, yikes.
Oh, no.
Talk about issues. The party for this race has also crashed.
Huh. Talk about some issues.
This is going to be interesting. So, what is going to happen? Are they going to restart the race, or are they going
restart
to
just the party?
Keep it onto red flag? It might keep it onto red flag. Just for now, but it will eventually be sorted out. Is this the first time we've seen a red flag?
Yeah. I'm just checking out the liveries of everybody's cars while we have a red flag. Got some really nice paint jobs this week.
Oh yeah, we definitely got some nice paint jobs. Oh, it seems like they're moving now.
Oh.
So you must have got a party back up together. They're definitely not restarting.
I wonder if they'll go around one more time.
There you go. Wait, are they doing it one more time?
Well, yep, they must be going one more time around just to get the
they're going one more time
pits open.
Mayhem hasn't dived off or anything like that, yeah.
Give everybody a fair chance of getting in the pits.
Sounds about right. But I don't think now is a good time to pit, personally. But you are more than free to pit if you are listening, and if you are in the race. I just don't think right now will be the best time, because then you're going to start falling all the way back. And, well, besides that, I think all the drivers have already gone past the first bank of the track. So what's going to happen is Mayhem's probably going to pull off, and they're going to get ready for the second green flag, third green flag, or third restart, sorry, or second restart.
I think this is the second one, if I remember correctly.
You know what, I actually fancy ordering Oh, here we go, PPS Lucky is going to take charge. No, he isn't. I thought he was going to go into a pit, so he just like started driving off. And they're going around another time.
Huh. They probably were trying to get everybody situated in their proper positions.
I think everyone is in proper position. I think it's just the laps are leading around now and just getting ready to, we're getting ready for the green flag.
Yeah, I think this time around they'll go and go green this time around. What we got? Oh, Sloth Reflex went into the pits with Woody. Very interesting. That's Woody's second pit, right?
Who?
Woody, SSR Woody. This would be his second.
I don't know, because I actually haven't seen if he's pitted or not. Unfortunately,
yeah,
well,
he
you
just
probably
came
have to
out.
tell me, but we're about to go green again.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go for the third restart of today. This has to be a little bit more intense, because Logistic is now on the complete, and like he's on the case of Lucky right now. Unfortunately, he couldn't tackle that and couldn't get out to second place, but there will be a chance, hopefully, for Logistic to go overtaking Lucky at some point. But then F1 Ben is also showing some good promise of getting the overtake first. But now they are side by side, and Logistic just pulls away the most tiniest fraction of the gap that you can possibly think of, and it hasn't worked in his favour. He's gone completely up on the outside. F1 Ben had the better getaway. Seems to now be on the tail of Lucky, and Lucky's now actually in position to battle for first. They've got a bit of contact going on there, and Lucky definitely could try and make it past Andrew if he just squeezes his, you know. Oh, sorry. If he squeezes the gap to go on the inside of Andrew at one given point, just any point whatsoever, he could probably take it. And that's what I see.
Oh, and Nako's getting the move on Logistics. He's looking. He just wasn't able to keep it.
Unfortunately, he wasn't able to keep it at all, but now we have Logistic, who's back into third place, and Logistic is right on the tail of Lucky once more. Will Logistic be able to secure second position, taking this banking right now? Not yet. And Lucky is actually pulling away. Definitely the better line, but I have to give Logistic props for trying. I think that was good. I think it was a good attempt. Just didn't work exactly.
Yeah, Nako and F1 Ben got together a little bit, and I see Nako lost that position to him.
Unfortunately, he did. And Logistic is now pushing to go on the inside of Lucky once more. They're now on a drag race to the first corner of the banking, and Logistics seems to be no. Yes, no, yeah, no. Logistic actually took it. Logistic is now up to second. Lucky is down to third, and now this is definitely amped things up. I reckon Lucky's going to be out for blood now. He wants that second place back. You can see, as of right now, he's going back on the inside, taking Logistics line basically, but Logistic had the better line and got the better launch, just getting a few feet ahead of him. However, it can all change. And oh, F1 Ben from out of nowhere! He's just taking Lucky's position, pushing Lucky down to fourth. Where did Ben come from? But Lucky's just turned around and said, "Nah, mate, I'm taking my position back. You can't do that." Bang, back into first. I think Lucky has shut the door on Ben. Yes, he has. But then you've got Sloth Reflex now trying to take the inside of Lucky so he can get that corner advantage. Will it pay off? It does pay off. Sloth has now moved up to third. Lucky slipped down to fourth, and now Ben is now looking to see if he can take fourth place for himself. So for the top 5 candidates for an interview so far is Andrew, Logistics, Sloth, Lucky, and F1 Ben. And F1 Ben takes the inside and just manages to, no, he's lost it. I think it's also due to the fact he was staying on the inside for a little bit too long, and unfortunately couldn't extend his track so that he can keep up the momentum that he had into the corner. But what's to say that things won't change? Maybe maybe this will be the rest of the race. We'll be watching you know, a battle for first place. Hopefully as well, because I'm really enjoying this view right now from Lucky's point of view.
Yeah, it's definitely been a good race between Lucky and Logistics. Those guys just
everyone
keep on...
else. Yeah. Not just that, F1 Ben's been making a good few appearances, and so has Sloth.
Yep.
Andrew's even got into the frame a few times, but you know, you're seeing Andrew just run away as it is. He barely gets in that time back. Yeah.
He's definitely showing why he's. I think he's got what one or two wins in the B lobby under his belt.
Oh yeah. But he's a well-deserved win because the guy is determined. He's a good driver. He's definitely got the pace. He's got the consistency, and he can definitely nail down a good qualifying lap. I think this just elements into one good B lobby result, which is a victory ultimately.
Yeah, he's definitely looking like he's gonna get the. If he keeps up the consistency and just stays out of trouble, I don't know why he wouldn't be in the taking the W.
I think he'll probably take the W for tonight if he carries on like this. But
Logistics
let's go
is
back
looking.
and focus on the other people currently. We can look at okay. Let's have a look at the mess and Chevy Boy. These two are now basically the back markers. They've lost the pack, but I think there's going to be a good battle coming. You know, you see that Mess is actually keeping up with Chevy Boy quite well as well. He's within 100 feet, or it's just gone under 100 feet now. He's catching the distance on Chevy Boy. I think Chevy Boy's having a few issues with his racing line. Shouldn't be too much though. But then you see Mess is now looking to perhaps take his prey. This could be
he's
the
looking
chance
a little smoother
Chevy
through the
Boy.
corner.
Oh yeah, Chevy's lost a lot of pace through the corner. Yes, Mess is looking very smooth, but it wouldn't be recommended for him to try and take in the outside lane if he's going to overtake.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend
again,
that
I'm
outside.
going to give props. I'm going to give props. Mess is trying, he's keeping up the Chevy Boy. You know, he's got the smoothness, the consistency. Oh, he did dent the barrier. He must have thought Chevy Boy was going to come back on the outside, so he must have moved right back and probably scraped up wall. Probably lost about maybe 5-6 miles an hour. Nothing too harmful though, because he's still within that 100 feet gap. So it wouldn't have, it shouldn't have, you know, lost him too much time.
Oh, Molten. You'd have to wait until season 2. This is the final race of the MEA Nascar Series. But give SSR Mayhem a message, and we'll definitely keep you in mind for next season. He'll know more about the dates that it'll be going and everything.
Sort of just right out of words to say sorry.
No, you're good. I was responding to a comment in the mixer.
Alright. Hang on a minute, I think we've just had another disconnect. Oh no, sorry. That's F1 Ben going into the pits. So Ben's now pitted, which would make him the first to pit not under caution?
Yeah,
If
I think
I'm
he's
right.
the first green. Pit
He's
under
the very
green.
first green. But you know, I think it's better to make the decision of pitting during a green flag sometimes, because there will eventually be a caution that can just bring you back to the pack. You've got the fresh tyres, you're in the fresh state. I think you can also start pulling with more fuel, because someone else might dive into the pits onto green, and you've just got that advantage.
Yeah, between the new tires, and then you also have it where you got the clean air that you can just run your own pace normally.
Oh yeah, you can definitely run your own pace with that.
Oh, let's look at how Lucky and Logistic and that are doing. See how the front of the pack's looking. Oh, but I don't know how that worked out, because F1 Ben's now in between Logistics and Sloth Reflex.
Because
so.
Probably because they're overlapping him for one, and for two, McMess did pit, so he did gain a position. Because when you're in the pits, you're expected to be overlapped. It's just common knowledge in NASCAR tracks. Though, seeing us as we go along, it might be a worthy strategy. Just thinking about the amount of cautions we've had so far and the fluency of it. You know, it's like once every, or so far, about 10, 20 laps that we've had cautions. So not too bad.
Yeah, I think we've went green now, what, 20 laps now?
We are in lap 42, the meaning of life.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's been at least 10-15 laps, if not 20. I guess I don't know when that third caution was. That's another thing with F1 Ben being lapped down. You wonder if he's going to be pushing the 2-3 wides, or is he just going to let the guys up higher go?
Sorry about that. I had a well, my brother just came into my room, so I had to like pause and keep quiet. Sorry about that. Anyway, Andrew's got a really aggressive defense line. Do you see that? He nearly pushed Logistic off the road, but Logistic actually had enough aggression to say, you know what, this is my turf. Takes first place very momentarily, but now he's going into the pits. Logistic speeds past him into the pits. Oh jeez, I don't think Andrew's going to be happy with that. We'll
see if he stays in front of him after the pits or not. Sometimes you go and move up and down in the pits.
I think, do they have like a, do they have like a rule about entry to pit? Like how fast you can go?
I think it's only under yellow.
Yeah.
Under caution, you have to stay at, I think it's 80 miles an hour if I remember correctly. But under green, it's, you can go in there.
about right.
We got a
Well,
new race leader.
Yeah, no, sorry. Who's the leader? Sloth Reflex is the leader, but this is only a temporary thing.
Yeah, because let's look at his fuel. Oh, he's looking pretty good on his fuel. He's got 42%.
Yeah, but remember, strategy is another thing, and I've talked about it at the start. Strategy is definitely a crucial role to play within taking the lead. So there'll eventually be a point where Sloth is going to have to pit. Logistic will then be going flying forward with Andrew and F1 Ben on his case. And here we go, back onto the green flag. God, it feels sort of empty not having anyone to talk with, beside me. Yeah, no, so Logistic is now on the outside within a three-way battle. Sloth, Andrew, and even Chevy Boy might be getting a pick of Logistic, but Logistic just manages to stay in front. And now there's a three-way battle back for the lead. Well done to Andrew for getting back into first place. Now all he has to do is just nail it down through his sectors and continue this mad amount of pace that he actually has like grown on himself since the start of the race. I reckon he's going to get quicker and quicker. But for now, we're going to focus on Logistic and Sloth. I know those who are watching probably won't be able to see from my point of view, but I'm doing my best to make sure you know what is going on within the top three and maybe at the back a few times. Even mid-grid will have a few checks. Anyway,
okay.
As it is,
we're good.
I'm going to just move back a little to see Nako. Nako just got overtaken by Woozy. Woozy now dives on the inside. Doesn't seem like an effective move as Nako has just gained some feet on him. However, on the straight, I think Woozy did get the better exit, and not just that, the earlier exit. Therefore, Nako might not be getting that overtake anytime soon. Not until probably later, but then Woozy's just gone and tapped the wall. He has lost a good amount of speed. Nako's now saying, "Hello there, how are you doing, sir? I'll take your decision. Goodbye." Shuts the door, takes sixth. Now he's secured sixth. That was quite an entertaining thing to watch. But now they're racing side by side, giving it a bit of a drag race. Though the winner, unfortunately for Nako, he didn't win the race. Though, by the looks of things, he could come back around and then take back the position. It's like a battle of throwing, you know, of like, who's got the keys now? Like, I've got the keys, no, she's got the keys, he's got the keys, and everyone's got the keys. You know, the keys to having that position, and they just keep on trading them.
Yeah, all three of them are definitely showing the pace that they deserve the win. Let's just see who has the key at the end of the day. Lost looking, but Andrew's able to block that outside lane, and while he's going inside, let's see if it pans out.
I'm now moving to spectate F1 Ben. So there is still that four-way battle for the league now. Andrew so far has the lead, but anything can change. Sloth may be needing going to the pit soon, so it could narrow it down to 3 people. Though, even though logistics looking good on fuel, so is Ben, and Andrew seems to be looking good for fuel as well. My main concern is if Sloth can actually survive a few more laps before hitting the pits.
Let's see what his, yeah, he's at 21%, so yeah, hopefully. I don't know how many percentage. Oh, and he's got
Wait,
too wide. He's Sloth and Andrew are too wide, but Andrew backs off.
Well, Sloth manages, yeah, Andrew backed off and Sloth manages to just take first place. However, seeing how the exit looks, yeah, Sloth is going to be overtaken by Andrew and Logistic, but Logistic just misses the clipping point for the turn and Sloth closes the door on him. So now we've got Sloth, Logistic, Ben, and Andrew still fighting. This is actually a pretty good battle.
Yeah, these 4 are definitely, they're showing the pace, and they're giving each other enough room so that it's close battling, but
they've got the etiquette. They've definitely got the etiquette.
Yeah.
And the racecraft is really, really well constructed as well. I've got to give it to these guys.
Yeah, it's definitely been some good racing tonight.
Oh, it's definitely been some good racing. I believe we're about to get to the halfway point, or unless we've already passed the halfway point. Lap 59 will be the halfway point, yeah.
Yep.
Or in their case, it'll be lap 58, or 50. No, it will be
60.
Yeah, lap 60. Well, hang on. Let's just do the maths quick. 59 is half of 118. What's half of 117? 57.5. No, it wouldn't be. 58.5. Yeah, sorry. So it'll be halfway through lap 58 when they actually reach the halfway point.
Yeah.
Boom, quick maths, sorted. Hey. I see that Lucky is actually starting to creep back up. So I wonder if the dueling has actually got to do with Lucky picking up the pace and bringing it back to the table. Sloth is now going on the outside. Ben takes the inside. Logistics still in second. Ben's now moved up to third. Sloth gets shuffled down to fourth. And I can see everyone else catching up now. I think the battle's slowing down, but they're definitely not causing any crashes, and that's definitely a good thing to look at. It's also really good for representing your team, you know, you're showing your team, this is what I can do, you know. We're clean racers. We can show people that we are pretty much, you know, we can do our best. And Andrew's definitely proving himself tonight. Ben's doing a fantastic job. Logistics doing a great job. You know, everyone all around is just having a really, really good time right now. Yeah, everyone seems to be having a really good time for positions. They seem to be happy. There's no battles going on except for the front four. You know, this is the sort of thing I like to see. The battle up front, then have people behind just mind their own business, making the overtake they need to. It's all just part of the racing. When you're getting to the top four, it's like, it becomes really intense. It's like you then begin to forget what is actually surrounding you. And if you lose those senses, it can very much end up disastrous. Not just for you, not just for anyone else, but it can also mean a disaster for the battle that was, you know, going on. So hopefully these guys don't have a collision, because this has been really good to watch. You know, it's tight, it's tense, the leads have always been swapped back and forth, back and forth. Logistics just going to the wall. Andrew goes right on the inside. Sloth somehow comes out of nowhere and overtakes Ben. A really good move.
And looking at Logistics.
Check. Hang on. Yep, he's taken Logistics. He's not right up behind Andrew, but Sloth will probably need to pick very shortly. He's only on 4% fuel. This will definitely stop the battle and only cause it to be a three-way battle sort of thing. So it won't be 4 anymore. It'll be down to 3 by the end of this lap. It'll be a bad idea for Sloth to run out of fuel now. So he's going to be low. Pits. Yeah, he definitely has to get to the pits. He's got about 2% left.
Yeah, he's on fumes.
Oh, he's definitely running on fumes. He's running on anything he basically has, like vegetable oil maybe. Anyway, it's now a battle between Logistic and Ben. This could be really interesting.
Yeah, I think they've been too wide the last 2 laps, or at least the last lap for sure.
Well, I reckon it'll be down to a wire, really. Andrew's starting to creep away, though. That's where his consistency begins to show.
Yeah, he's getting in that clean air, and these two are battling. I wonder if it'd be wiser if they just go and work together, draft, and get up to Andrew.
Yeah, I mean, they can help each other and then bring back the battle that they had going in the first place. But then again, they can settle for second and third place as well. You know, there isn't always a rush to go for first, especially in, like, endurance racing. You know, you don't need to get first place just to be having a good result, you know. You could probably outperform yourself if you set more realistic goals. Like, you can't just expect to win every race.
Yeah, just go for, like, the top 5.
Yeah, just go for the top 5. You know, you prove yourself if you make your way into the top 5. It's a very realistic goal for everyone in this lobby. Like, they're all really close within, like, lap times, and they're showing that they can keep up with the leader as well.
Yeah, even the lap down cars, they're able to keep up with the leaders. And all that.
I mean, it's always being a battle between back and forth, but you know, Andrew's just getting the better result each time. He seems to be getting back into the lead, pull away. There might be a little bump and he might slow down, but he's still keeping that highest, like, he's keeping that pace, which helps him massively within tracks like this.
Yeah, I see that Sloth, and he caught up with Sloth now, so kind of get that same battle going on. Well, maybe not. Sloth looks like he's just going to let him go by. Figure he wanted to get him by so he can draft off him, maybe.
I just heard from Twisted that he thinks Andrew is going to win. He's basically saying, you know, Andrew's definitely got it in the bag this time. You know, I wouldn't blame him for thinking that, but anything can change within the race. But it's nice to see that that Twisted is supporting his teammates and he's really looking out for his team. Really nice thing. It's a good touch.
Yeah, we got logistics.
I've always appreciated a strong relationship between a teammate and a team leader as well. I think it's always nice to see. Now we're seeing
keeps the bond a little,
battle alongside.
little better.
Yeah, it helps people improve, helps people get quicker. It's just genuinely nice to look at. Anyway, we're now back to, I'm now looking at Logistic. He is basically spectating the battle between Sloth and Andrew right now. Yep. I don't think he wants to make any hasty moves or any sudden moves, but if he can, he probably will.
At the moment it presents itself, he's going to take it.
A chain. Oh yeah, you know we've seen in this race already that Logistic is an opportunist. He'll take any chance he has just to make sure he can secure one more position. And I think it's a good thing to have that sort of mentality on you, where you know you don't need to rush, but if you have that opportunity, you try and snatch it. And
get as much as you can.
Really fantastic battling.
Yeah, because you're not forcing that move and taking that risk. Oh boy. And who was that? Andrew and Sloth must have got together or something.
They definitely got together because I think the caution car is coming up. Yep, there's Mayhem moving out. That is caution up. Logistics taking the lead. And I believe that'll be a trip to the pits for Andrew and Sloth, which is really unfortunate.
No, it looks like Sloth's still good. And I think Andrew's good too. It must be fuel and tires.
Fair enough.
It must not be sim damage. Keeps the racing a little closer, I think, that way. That way, if you do have a mess up, you
Seems like Logistics and F1 Ben have actually used this as a chance to pit. So has Nako. Oh, here we go. Lucky, Andrew, Woozy, and who else is that? It's just coming to the pits. No, that's it. Oh no, McMess as well, and Sloth. I think I might have missed a few people, but oh god. On my screen, it looks like F1 Ben is just absolutely pushing Logistic out of pits. And it's just absolutely destroying the camera. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
what? They just phased through each other.
Yeah. No,
that
Logistics
is what I
is
call
behind
a phase.
Ben.
Yeah, that is a really hard one to look at. Or that's a really hard one actually. Like, one moment he's pushing him out of pits, so you think he'll have the upper advantage, but then just disappears through.
Oh no, F1 Ben from behind him. Huh. That is very interesting.
Well, we are under green flag again. McMess is now under lead. Oh wait, no, we're not green. Sorry, my misinformation. I've just seen Mayhem's car come back round, or he's ahead of them anyway.
Oh yeah.
But McMess is now taking the lead.
Oh, we got a new leader.
Yep.
Oh yeah. McMess came out of nowhere and got the lead so far. He must have stayed out and he must have pitted during green. Timed it just right. Yeah, he's at 83%.
Oh, hang on. Well, he's on 83% fuel as well.
Yep.
That was a really good strike. Do you think he was in the pit a lap before the crash happened then?
I think so. I think he just pitted like a lap or two before the caution.
That probably explains the good luck, but you know, McMess is now battling with Ben and Logistic.
Oh.
Ben was right up behind McMess and nearly spun him out.
Pushing, yeah, he was pushing him through that corner.
Yeah, he nearly spun him. Like,
all that smoke was coming out.
The nose of his car was starting to, the nose of his car was turning more to the left, and I thought, that's it, McMess will be gone.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's done pretty well. He's out alive.
Yeah, he's able to save it.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if he's a little gun-shy now.
Save. No, because he's just falling all the way back to the pack. Or, like, he's falling all the way through the pack now. So now we've got Ben, Andrew, and Logistic back into the battle for the lead. Well, that's what I'm going to see later on, hopefully.
Yeah, we got Logistic, F1 Ben, and Andrew in our top three. And Lucky is looking.
Definitely our top three.
You see, Lucky, he's looking to get in that battle, but Nako's like, nope, that's my spot.
Yeah, well, let me see this. Yeah, no, it's still a battle. Yeah, Nako and Lucky are now on board watching Nako's point of view. A really nice livery, peak. You know what? If you're ever in UK and you see the word peak, or you hear a person say peak, it basically means bad times, unlucky, harsh luck, that sort of thing. Or that's messed up, that sort of thing. As an example, if I FNG just get stabbed one day, I'll just be like, oh, that's pain. You know, that's probably a bad example. I just sound
pretty
so
good
rude.
Example.
Great example. One of my friends got stabbed. Oh, that's peak.
That's funny.
Okay, you
it's
should
not
watch,
just all serious around here.
Yep, oh yeah, no, we do have a bit of fun. Still a ball,
like
Nako.
they're almost going 3 wide.
PBS and Sloth, PBS and Sloth just snatched the fifth decision from Nako, but Nako's looking to bite back. He's got the draft, he's got the run, he definitely has the inside line, he has the chance to make it, and he just misses out, maybe.
Oh,
yeah, no. Oh, no. Like, oh, God.
I see sparks.
Well, that was just... Well, the outcome was that Nako didn't get precision, but it looked promising. That's what the ooh-ah is all about, guys, if you ever watch it. You know, if we have no idea what's going on, we go, oh, God.
We see something, but it just doesn't happen.
We see something, but we can't exactly translate into English. It's just a common thing. So, we've got Lucky, Sloth. Oh no, Nako's moving back down as Woozy overtakes in his FedEx livery number 839 car, I believe. Is it 839?
Let's take a look at it.
Okay, his number's 829.
Oh, and they're side by side, him and Nako. See if they take it too wide.
Right on the inside, Nako probably could potentially pull off that inside line overtake.
Oh, no, they're still side by side.
No. Woody got the better run because he had the outside lane exit.
Yep.
See, what it is that you've got to like go from the outside back to the inside and back on the outside, and that's probably how you get the best run out of these guys. I'm not entirely sure if that is the case, but that's what I believe.
Yeah, I think that's the same way.
I'll tell you what, just still leading the race. He's getting away now. He's pulling what Andrew does. You know, Andrew earlier on, he was like, you know, pulling away, keeping consistent, you know, losing the pack. And now it seems to be Logistics' turn to lose the pack. And considering he's got 77% fuel, do you think he'll make it to the end? As we approach lap 90, 28 laps to go.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to have enough. Probably have to figure out what they're doing per lap and We can subtract it, see if they got it. Because I think they're going through like 3%, 3-4% per lap.
Well, I was going to say, if they make up like 1 or 2%, then yeah, logistics definitely got this in the bag. But the 3 to 4% each lap, that's a very common thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You look at Watkins Glen, drivers are losing 3 to 4% fuel each lap. Look at Sonoma, 3 to 4% fuel each lap. Fish Track, 3 to 4% fuel each lap.
Let's see.
So it's a
Started
really
the lap
hard
at
one
74.
to decide. Yeah. What, logistics started the lap at 74%?
2%. Yeah, you just got 2%. So I don't know if he's going through 2 or 3%.
I think it might be 2.5% actually.
Yeah.
But it would make sense in my head. And you see, logistics now got the best lap of 30.411. This man's quick. I can give it to him. He is quick.
Yeah, he's showing good pace at the moment. See if we got some battles going on.
Oh yeah, we do. We've got F1 Ben soft reflex. Ben knocks into sloth, but it isn't enough to push him up into the wall. I think Ben weren't too happy with that because he actually ended up costing himself a decision that he could have potentially gained. From what my point of view was, anyway. But they are keeping pretty bunched together now. And it's a pretty good job that they're bunching up because this can actually bring some more battling, which is exactly what you need to look at as we are commentators.
Oh, and I see Lucky and Woody, those two, they're starting to battle too.
Oh yeah, they're fighting for 5th place. They want that interview.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Woody's all over Lucky. Almost looks like he's pushing him. Oh, they go too wide. Is he able to hold it? Ah.
I think what it is the common theme is, if you're on the outside lane, you have more speed. If you're on the inside, you're going for the overtake. I think what these drivers need to do is, as soon as they make that overtake and have a little bit of gap, just shut the door. Move out to the outside. They'll then let off the throttle to prevent an accident, you know. That sort of thing I can imagine seeing. Or that's what I've seen so far. Oh, hang on a minute. This battle between Woody and Lucky and Nako, actually. This is definitely something to watch, though. A very interesting race.
A nice three-way battle for the, what is it, the 5th position? Yep, 5th position. We got a three-way battle. Lucky and Woody are too wide most of the time. Nako's knocking on their door, though.
Yep. Well,
Nako looked like he hit the wall.
Well, yeah, Nako definitely looked like he hit the wall, but Woody and Lucky don't seem to be, you know, getting away from him. In fact, he's actually still keeping up. I think there are times where Nako does have a really good sector and a really good lap time, but then there's also the mistakes. I think he just runs into too many mistakes. Perhaps it's pressure, who knows?
Yeah, that's one thing. It could be just, racing's a big mental game. Like, can you keep it consistent?
I think he can. And, here we go. Logistics is on 58% fuel. By that point, he should probably be down to 54, which will mean, yeah, he's definitely going to make it to the end. He's definitely going to make it to the end.
Now let's see how Andrew's looking. Andrew's looking 57, so yeah, he should make it too.
Yep, they definitely should be.
Ooh, Sloth though, he's down to 56%. I don't know. That's gonna be cutting it close.
Right. now. We are lap 100 of 118 or 17 actually, because we have that pride lap. Yeah, Logistic definitely looks like he can have this in the bag if he just keeps this up now. He is on a lightning pace. This is like A-lobby pace right here. Andrew setting an example of A-lobby pace. Logistic setting an example of A-lobby pace. And anyone who can keep up is basically doing the A-lobby pace. Like Sloth Reflex, I think he's just about doing it as well. These guys are now showing the best of what they got, and they are pushing to that final lap. They want to win this race. Well, Logistic definitely does.
Yeah, he wants to show everybody that he belongs in the first position.
He's definitely demonstrated that he can make his way to the top and he can hold it down. He's just gone. It all looked like to be, it definitely looked like to be Andrew's race.
Yeah, he was definitely showing promise at the beginning of this race that he had this one in the bag, but Logistic, he definitely has been showing it in the last half. And Nako got the, what position is that? Not bad. 6th position from Lucky.
It does seem like so. It's definitely a good run. Got to be, you know, you've got to commend them on that.
See if he can gain some ground on Woody or not.
We'll have to find out as we start approaching to the final 15 laps. Or no, 13 laps.
Yeah, this is the point of the race where people really start pushing.
Oh yeah. You know, you can see, you can probably feel the sweat coming off of these drivers as they battle hard. And you know, Logistic's probably so concentrated right now. The amount of speed he's carrying into his corners. The fact that he's keeping it nice and tucked. And he's just going absolutely nuts right now. He is storming. I think the pressure has actually gotten to Andrew because he's just bumped the wall and lost quite a bit of speed. So now Sloth Reflex is going to catch up. Will Sloth be able to take second place from Andrew? It depends if Andrew will keep making these mistakes or not. The pressure is a bit on him though. If he can't hold on to first, he'll hold on to second. And if he can, keep it from Sloth. But the pressure definitely has been showing within Andrew because he has knocked into the wall and has slowed down as a result.
Yeah, you can definitely tell Sloth is definitely gaining some ground on him. He's looking a little more confident through the corners and everything.
Logistic and Andrew both actually have the same amount of fuel as well.
Okay, so that's not going to be a factor. And then Sloth, let's see what his fuel's looking at. Yeah, Sloth's looking 40% on his fuel.
Well, no, Andrew's just gone down to 39%.
Huh. Oh, I wonder what happened. Do you see what? Do you see that too with Logistic?
What happened with Logistic?
Oh, he was down in the lower apron. I wonder if he went and buzzed the pace car.
I wouldn't thought so.
Seems a little early for the.
All they can really hope for right now, as they start to approach the end of the race, is for a safety car. And by the looks of it, Andrew's actually lost a lot more distance on Logistic, and Sloth is actually caught up.
Yeah, Sloth is all over him now.
Could potentially, Sloth could potentially steal that second place at the very probably the right time. Oh, here we go. Andrew's driven straight into a wall. Sloth now overtakes. Andrew falls back down to third. That was really unlucky for Andrew though. But that was a really good move from Sloth.
Yeah, that was a perfect opportunity for him to get that position, and we'll see if he can keep it. I know it's going to be it's been looking like Sloth's got the pace to keep it away from Andrew. Yeah, and Andrew just keeps losing.
Anyway, we're approaching the last 7 laps now of the race. You know, whenever I look at the lap screen, it says 100 out of 18. I think 7 laps left. That just doesn't make sense. But there is always there to remember. But it's always there to remember that we did have a parade lap. Oh!
Oh, what happened? Do we have somebody lag out?
Oh my god, we did.
Oh no, we had...
Andrew's out. So now it's Logistic, Sloth, and F1 Ben, Woody, and Nako in the top 5. You've got PPS Lucky and SSR McMess in 6th and 7th. I think since Andrew's crash, I think since the crash for Andrew, everything went a bit downhill for him. I do feel bad for Andrew. I thought that was a really good run, a really good show he's put on, but he just didn't get all the way to the end.
He was looking very promising. We both agreed that he probably had this race in the bag, but that's the thing. One thing happens, and it's just a domino effect some days.
Yep, and unfortunately this is one of those instances. So it seems that Logistic is going to walk away with the win tonight. Quite a good win as well. It was a really good battle for first. I was convinced Andrew was going to win. Clearly was proven wrong. And Logistic just stuck to what he knew. And yeah, he's done really well for himself.
Yeah, he just stayed consistent through the whole race, and that just kind of ran his own race, and definitely showed that it paid off in the end. Let's see. McMass is in 7th. PPS Lucky is in 6th. ACR Nako is in the 5th position. SSR Woody's in the 4th. Got F1 Ben, 3rd. SSR Sloth Reflex in the 2nd position, and AFR Logistic in the 1st position. And if everybody kind of keeps running their own race like they've been doing, kind of sounds like this is going to be the finishing order.
Oh yeah, it definitely looks like this will be the finishing order, but you know, if the caution car comes out now, that will be interesting. Because that'll be an actual drag race to the finishing line.
Yeah, that's when it's going to be a sprint to the end.
It's something I would like to see, just a caution from out of nowhere.
We had that, I think that was last week's race. Well, 2 weeks ago, because last week we had the 24 hours of Daytona put on by Tora. But
oh yeah, I was doing the Daytona, and that was last week, not 2 weeks ago. That was a really fun event. I absolutely enjoyed it, racing with PXM. You know, coming 7th overall in the GCOs was actually a pretty good achievement to achieve.
Oh, nice.
But we'll save that talk for another day. We are still commentating, so we're approaching the final lap now. I think Logistic definitely has it in the bag. He definitely has that. He's definitely shown that he has had a good run today. I think this is probably his best run so far.
Yeah, and Sloth, he can see him there, but he's just not close enough to make anything happen.
Not unless if Logistic makes an incredible mistake and puts his car into a wall. No commentators first, please, but if he goes into a wall, I'll actually feel guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I think everything seems to be going exactly how it should be.
Oh, I see Mayhem.
And as we approach to the final straight,
let's see if we'll do a little solo clear. There we go. Yep, he got first.
So we have Logistic won race 1, Sloth in 2nd, Ben 3rd, Woozy 4th, Nako 5th. That's really unlucky for PPS though. PPS lucky. I feel really bad for him. He's put on a really good battle. He's shown really good consistency. He's shown he could battle for the top 3. But he fell short tonight. And that's just how racing goes. Anyway.
Let's pull in the top 5. So we got Nico was
I
5th,
suppose
right?
you'd be like, I suppose you'd like to ask a few questions. Okay, I've just got an update on Andrew's situation. His internet died during the race.
Nico, I forgot what it is. Nico, Woody, invite to party.
Yeah, so we got Nico.
What's up, bud?
Don't forget to
sorry for my boring commentary tonight.
don't forget to include your audio, guys, when you join up.
And it wasn't working, so then I decided to go. I probably should have done it a few laps earlier so I could catch Woody. And
Yeah.
I waited too long.
Yeah, I mean, I have to admit though, you did have some good consistency and some good pace. I think it was just from minor mistakes which is what let you down. Though you did have a good race and you did make it to the top 5. Congratulations on that. What happened with Andrew? That's something I like to ask. What actually happened with him?
His internet went down.
He disconnected. Yeah, he just
Oh,
disconnected.
his internet. Oh.
Well, from what I can tell, it wasn't actually his internet. He's had a power cut in his area.
Oh, really?
Okay.
He was right behind me and just went
He
straight
just
to the
texted
wall.
me. This is his exact words. Power cut. F word, F word, F word, F word, F word, F word, F word. I'm going to stab someone.
Fair enough. Can't blame him.
Sounds about like him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, Neko, congratulations on coming 5th. Moving on to Woozy now. Hello there, Woozy. Wait, is Woozy in the party?
Woody's not in here. He had to leave.
Wait,
Nope.
Oh yeah, he actually is. Okay, we'll skip over him. Ben!
Hello.
Yeah, quite a nice run today. Quite a few decent overtakes. Some battles that were pretty intense to watch actually from me and FNG's point of view. How did you feel in these battles? Did you feel he's going to crack under the pressure, or?
Well, I kept saying I'm gonna die, so take that as you will.
Sounds about right. I think that's what goes through anyone's mind when in a battle. Yeah, I'm going to die. Or
there was one situation where I did actually get involved in an accident. You had it was the thing went down the inside of me, and I think it was Nico or Lucky, one or two, and it was a yellow car anyway. And
yeah,
we batted. I think understeered, I can't really tell, into whoever was on inside of me, and then me and the other guy just got collected up in an accident. But other than that, that's literally the only other thing that happened to me that race, other than the 4-car battle for about 30 laps.
I actually enjoyed watching that. That was close. That was a really close battle. You know, again, it was switching between the leagues. There were some parts where Andrew was pulling away, but I built it back. Top 3, congratulations. Hope to see you again in the future. Okay. Yeah, Sloth.
Yep.
What can I say? That was actually well done. I never actually expected to see you find your way back up to second after the pit, because what happened was, I think it was swinging up about 37% of fuel. And like, we just did about 8%, we were battling on the side of the okay. I believe there was a safety car that sort of helped you gain your positions back. Do you feel that pitch, the pitch strategy that you had, like, I think it's the early stage, wasn't it? You had an early pit.
Yeah.
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 With that pick, do you think that actually helped you gain the advantage to earn second place today?
I don't think so, because we had that late caution. Or not late caution, but
of course, yeah.
Caution in the pit window, so we kind of all went out. And then I was back again.
Oh yeah, but then you definitely worked your way back to the start. You had a battle with Andrew while he was back. What was that about? Was you just trying to not get into that or something?
Well, I was talking something about a blue flag, but I mean, I would have been 200 feet behind him through the pit sequence, so I really couldn't slow down. I mean, we were running basically identical laps, so it was really whatever situation. And then he hit the wall, and I just didn't have enough time to react. I just
yeah, no. So overall, you just think it's mostly a good run on top of, you know.
Yeah, it was all really good racing. It was really tight.
A good run.
There were 4 cars within 150 feet for one.
Yeah, and Andrew being disconnected on top of that, I believe.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed at the end.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I was looking forward to
that. That was looking to be a really good battle. Set up, there was Andrew bumping to the wall, you managed to get past him, and he's battling back. Back was a good battle off the ground. But yeah, unfortunately it didn't go through. But congratulations on coming second. You ran a good race. And now I'll move on to logistics. That's a favourite corner part of it. How's it going, Riggs? Good. How do you enjoy the race today?
I enjoyed it.
You started last?
I did.
Oh, wow. I actually didn't know that. So, in the first part of the race, we were watching Rocket, just seeing how he was doing, and we just suddenly saw him come out of nowhere. And I was like, where did this come from? It's just from out of nowhere.
Yeah, just I started back. Made it fun. Made the racing game.
What would you say is the personal highlight from this race?
Definitely, because I wanted to have this off for 5 laps. That was nice. You know, once you get out, it's just put on cruise control, so it's a lot easier that way.
Oh yeah. And by the end of the race, we're actually putting quite a bit in there. You know, everyone else behind you.
Yeah, I would say
And your pace and consistency really did begin to show within the last couple of laps.
yeah, we're kind of going against the guys that had that group. It's just
Oh, it's
relax,
like-
wait for the finish.
When we started to approach the race, I was noticing that we guys were actually releasing 2.5% fuel, so we had a little debate on how much fuel we have by the end of the race. We thought we weren't making definitely, but we just having a bit more delivery to the amount of fuel we had. We at first actually so we make decide running 70% fuel. I think it's by about like 81. It was around 79% fuel, yeah. And
Yeah, I just didn't do anything.
that's what I was going to ask you. What's your pitch for that? To measure fuel loss that long?
Absolutely did not.
It must have paid off. It must have paid off really well. Congratulations on winning. You deserve it.
Alright, thanks. Appreciate it. That's good.
It's definitely good watching you race. Hopefully we can see
Yeah, good racing.
too.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, absolutely. Season
Hopefully I'll see
2,
you at E-Lobby as well. That's
Oh,
what I'm
really?
getting to A-Lobby.
well, that was probably good. There was a few of us that went to the Lobby that
Yeah, it's good racing from everyone. Definitely entertaining to watch. Had some really good battles as well, and yeah, I'm actually pretty satisfied. FMG, do you have any questions for any of them, or what do you think we've done for now? FMG, mate, you there? Alright, I guess that's us done then tonight. Thank you for watching, everyone. Not sure it's been a pleasure commentating for season 1. I've really enjoyed working with NASCAR for B Lobby. Hopefully I'll be around in A Lobby tonight, which is 2 PM GMT. I shall see you guys later. My name's Blackout. Good night. Just gotta wait to see what's going on now.